Burnout with Gabbie Hanna.
Hey guys, welcome to Burnout. We don't know what episode we're on anymore, I don't think. Anyways, I'm so excited because Landon is here. Landon Tewers is an artist, a writer, a producer. I mean, what else?
I guess that's pretty much all of them.
Yeah. Okay. So artist, writer, producer. We actually have a song together, which you need to go listen to right now.
Yes.
Called F Pacing. I love a song.
Me too.
I got a lot of props on that song.
Oh yeah.
Well, just because I don't think anybody expected me to be on your project.
Yeah.
So everybody.
I think
was
it was
yay.
a very random, two worlds that nobody ever thought they would see collide.
I was very honored and shocked that you asked me to do it.
Yeah.
So thank you for letting me do it.
I was very stoked.
He's the lead singer. Do people say lead singer anymore?
You can say whatever you want. I don't give a shit.
I don't know. Well, are you the only singer?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
But saying frontman, I feel like that's kind of out.
Yeah, I don't know. They're all lame. It's just.
He sings for a band called Vaught and You,
you
and he also has solo projects out. I love your solo project so much.
Thank you.
You know that. Did it ever get annoying how much I would tell you how much I loved it?
No, it was cool. No, I appreciate
Okay,
it.
cool.
Yeah.
We found each other because, actually, I don't really know how you reached out to me.
You were tweeting about one of my songs, or maybe even a couple of my songs. Maybe you were playing them on something of yours.
I played them on a private live stream, and that's why I was so shocked that.
Well, yeah, one of my friends somehow saw it, and he's like, "Dude, this chick Gabbie Hanna, she's tweeting about you." I was like, "What?" So I looked it up. I was like, "What the fuck?" And then I added you, and I was like, "Hey, thanks." And then we just started talking about music shit almost immediately.
You said that we were gonna make a tearjerker someday.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, oh. Fuck yes. The thing that draws me to your music so much is I feel like you do so much of the stuff that I always try to do, and then I kind of get talked out of it, leaving in certain sounds or letting it falter off pitch a little bit intentionally, not correcting it. And just you're in Kill Me. Guys, go listen to the song Kill Me. I have to tell you something.
Yes.
When I found out you put somebody else on that song, I was so devastated because you sent it to me as an option, and I was like, oh no, this one's already finished. It sounds so good with him on it. I don't want to ruin it. And then you put someone else on it. I was like, fuck.
Had I known, it would have gone differently. No,
ours was good though.
No, I think it definitely worked out because I
Totally.
couldn't have seen him on that song, and you two were the only two people I was like, I have to have both of them on. So I think it ended up working out pretty well.
I think so too.
And that song is still climbing to our song. So
really,
yeah,
I love that.
Yeah, me too.
My fans go so fucking hard.
Yeah,
and now they're obsessed with you.
I saw whenever we posted that song, I saw at least 100 Twitter accounts with your picture, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Dude, they go so fucking hard.
It's cool though.
But you're also so good.
Thanks.
So you need to owe that to yourself. They would support you, but they wouldn't continue to stream if they didn't like your music, and your music fucks.
No, I appreciate it. It's sick. Yeah, your fans go crazy hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he reached out to me over Twitter because I played his song, and then he said he wanted to write a tearjerker, and I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. One of my favorite artists wants to write a song together. Then he asked me to be on his project, and then we wrote one for my project, which we need to finish.
Yes.
And then now you're here to just write, and we're gonna write so much
for a whole week. Just try to crank out as many as we can.
Are you nervous?
A little bit. It's always interesting working with new people in general. You know what I mean? But it takes time to kind of get in that groove and figure out how you can work together and collaborate and stuff. You know.
Totally.
But and that's always a fun experience in itself. You know.
Are you a night owl or a morning guy?
More night, but more lately I've been kind of in this dad mode where I just like to wake up early and do everything early and then pass out early.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. My sleep schedule is going to be all fucked up now that I'm
whatever. I cut you off though. What were you saying?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Sorry, I do that a lot.
No,
I get called out in the comments. They always say, "Stop interrupting your guests." But sometimes I want to know the detail that I ask about it, but then we never get back to the original thing.
That's totally fine. I think it'll be interesting because you I said I wanted to write a bunch of song starters to go with, and you're like, I've never really done that. I was like, okay, well that'll be interesting. I think we both come from two completely different backgrounds musically as far as how we write and how we make stuff in general. So I think it'll be really interesting to see how
you're more traditional. I started somewhere else, and then later in life discovered music, and I was starting at a place where I didn't really have to build from the bottom up. You did it the real way, where you just I really don't know a ton about your story, so just
Yes.
We're all getting to know each other.
Right. So like I was in local bands growing up, and there was this band from my city. They were called Before Their Eyes.
And you're in
don't look them
Ohio.
up. Yeah.
Did you say Before Their Eyes?
Yeah.
Wait, is it still out?
They're still kind of a band, I think.
Do they still play your songs?
Yeah, they play. Well, I don't think they play shows anymore, but like, yeah, my songs are still up and stuff.
Did you write them?
A lot of their stuff, yeah, like the earlier stuff. But
Yeah.
so I met them like through local shows and stuff like that, and the lead singer was like the big guy in the scene around where I lived. And
Were you backup singer?
no, so well, yeah, actually, but that happened like a little bit later. But basically, yeah, they just like discovered me through my local band, and then I like as soon as I turned 18, I joined their band, and then just started touring like almost immediately, and it was like
As
crazy.
what, a guitarist then?
Yeah, I played guitar, and I like ended up like screaming and stuff like that.
So you
Please
started
don't look it up.
screaming
It's so bad.
before singing.
Yes.
I love your singing voice so much.
Thanks.
And Peyton loves your screaming voice so much.
Yeah.
It's just so funny how much like I love your solo and he loves your band stuff. But I discovered your solo work because he was playing it. But
Right.
You're trying to get away from screaming though, you said.
I mean, not entirely, but I just enjoy singing more, and the more that I like, I dig into that side of my strengths, the more I'm just like, I don't know, I feel like I can progress so much more on that. With screaming, it's kind of like you can kind of plateau pretty fast, you know what I mean? So
I mean, I don't actually.
yeah. Well, yeah, once you kind of like find your sound and your niche, it's kind of like, well, that's it, I mean, there are little things that you can do, obviously, but I like challenges, and singing is more challenging.
I know nothing about screaming. Like,
Yeah.
I know nothing about the technique. So when you say, like, you kind of find your niche or whatever.
Yeah.
To me, I pretty much just hear screaming because I
Right.
don't.
Normal
Yeah.
people do. Yeah.
So, like, what's your niche?
I guess mine is kind of like I can kind of sing and scream. Like I can, if that makes sense, like pitch scream, like hit notes while screaming.
And is that not common?
It's getting more common now. There's like bands that started doing it like, I don't know, 6 or 7 years ago, and now it's
Yeah.
like well, I guess maybe even earlier than that, but like I made that kind of like a huge thing about my band, like instead of singing choruses, we'd have like sing screaming choruses, and that was just kind of our
Yeah.
thing. It's weird. It's such a weird thing to
It's not weird.
Yeah.
It reminds me, I think I told you when we first started talking, it reminds me of Jared Leto so much. And
Yeah.
I loved 30 Seconds to Mars because he had the perfect sing scream.
Yeah.
And I've missed it.
Yeah, maybe he's actually a link that I'm not I haven't correlated.
Did you like his music growing up?
Kind of. I liked a couple of their earlier records when they were like more of a rock band,
Yeah.
I don't like the more electronic stuff
What?
as much.
Which
but-
songs are you saying you like?
The one is like Kings and Queens or whatever.
You like that one?
Yeah, whatever.
That's their later stuff. I feel like their
Is it?
older stuff is more. Well, no, that one's kind of like mid. That was, I think, when I was in college.
Okay,
that
well
song came out.
that's like the only era of them I'm really familiar with. Yeah.
Wait, so you've
maybe
never
I'm missing
heard
out.
of? I think I've sent you one. I think it was
Yeah, you did.
Attack.
Yeah.
Or oh my god, that whole album is so good. And I had a hard time getting into the other stuff because I felt like it couldn't live up to
Yeah.
that. He does a lot of screaming. I love their song structures.
I'll have to dig back into the older stuff then, because
Oh yeah.
yeah, like I said, that might be something I'm missing. Maybe he was like a pioneer for something I didn't even realize.
I don't know. I could also be totally wrong.
Yeah, who knows?
But that's how I always heard his voice because
Yeah.
he'll start it as a note and turn it into a scream.
Yeah,
Which
well,
is
that's
beautiful.
That's how I learned how to do it actually, which is odd. I had a part and there was like a high note that I really wanted to hit, but I just physically couldn't do it, and then it just started coming out as more of like a scream, and I was like, oh, I could turn that into like a whole new thing.
So did you not learn the technique of it? You just
No, I've been screaming wrong since day one.
Oh, so you do it wrong
I think
now?
I still do. I honestly don't know. I honestly hate when people get nerdy about that stuff. It's like,
Yeah.
it's screaming. Let's say like 5 years of me doing that, I'd lose my voice every single tour. And now I haven't lost my voice in like 4 or 5 years probably.
maybe you accidentally trained yourself.
Yeah, I think I've developed some scar tissue or something like that.
Yeah.
It's just kind of fucked me up so bad to where I'm just it's like a catalyst,
Can you, if you toured right now, could you sing every night and not lose your voice?
Yeah, the first few shows I wouldn't be great for sure.
Yeah.
That's usually how it is. Like the first few shows, you're just kind of feeling everything out. So if you come see us at our first few shows on a tour, you're getting the worst performance. But yeah, it's like, you just kind of get more comfortable with the consistency of it and stuff. But
yeah.
But yeah, it's it's still like something, even every new song that I write, it's like I got to learn how to do it all over again. You know what I mean? Like, but once I learn it, it's good forever. Like I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird.
I can definitely relate to that. I feel like it takes me a while to sing my songs well.
Yeah, isn't that so weird? Just like in the studio, it's you do it piece by piece, but like putting it all together, like it's such a different thing.
Especially if you're like flipping a lot or
you have to
switching.
learn when to breathe and you know what I mean? Like that's like a huge thing about it that many people overlook.
It's hard to switch registers too.
Yeah, that's really hard.
Yeah.
That's another going from falsetto to like full voice to like long lines that don't really have many breaks that you don't think about when you're in the studio.
Totally.
Like, I fuck myself with almost every song I write. Like as far as like thinking about future me, and how I'm gonna pull this off. Like, but I think that is kind of the challenge that I like.
How'd you write your first song?
I don't even remember. I think it was just like I just played some chords, and then this drummer kid that I played with just made a beat, and then I don't know. It was the way that I used to write. We would set up like those webcam mics. You remember those? So you'd have like your attached webcam on your computer and then the mic that would...
Totally.
So we would record everything at one time just on the webcam mic. It didn't sound like anything. It wasn't even music.
That's how everybody did it for a while, though. That's what mixtapes are. Before all of like social media and people figuring out how to make and put out music on their own, people were doing that and making shitty demos.
I had a friend that was making songs with his... answering machine thing. You know how you could like, this is so and so. We're not here right now. He would literally record their songs on there. He still has demos of it. It's crazy.
That's so fucking cool, dude.
Yeah.
Music's so different now. I think about what it must have been like in just a different era. Like imagine living as Queen and you're just playing little venues, which I guess a lot of artists still do. That's how you guys grew, right? Like just playing venues.
Yeah, literally from nothing to...
I didn't have to do any of that shit. That's why that's why I get fucking ripped apart online though all the time for my performances is like, well, no, give me time.
Yeah. I mean, you grew your fan base in another avenue though. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't like say you don't deserve it at all. I think it was just a different kind of come up. You know what I mean?
But as an artist, like I had so much and still have so much to learn in terms of like, just songwriting and styles and even just terminology and live performance and
honestly that could be an advantage though, you know what I mean? Like once you kind of learn all of these things, it's kind of like you're almost put in like this box, like you know what I mean? So maybe you're onto something cool, because I feel like people tend to relate to, especially like in pop punk and stuff like that, people tend to gravitate to people that are kind of not in that world. They're just kind of like, I don't know if that makes sense. Like, for instance, how like SoundCloud rappers are starting to do rock now. You know what I mean? It's like the reason it's working is because it's so against the grain. You know what I mean?
Online shopping sucks. I absolutely hate it. In general, I hate shopping. I hate shopping mostly in person. I also do not like shopping online. That's why I love Stitch Fix. Stitch Fix gives you a personal stylist that gives you hand-selected clothing in your unique size, style, and budget. Guys, the quiz online is so comprehensive. Literally, like, how high do you like your jeans to go? How short do you like your jeans to be? How do you like them to fit? Do you like patterns? Like, there's so much specificity in it. You're gonna find something you love. This has been a savior for me because I, like I said, do not like shopping, and returns and exchanges are so easy. I will not online shop in most places because the idea of returning something that will not work is so anxiety provoking to me. There's no subscription required. Try Stitch Fix once or set up automatic deliveries. You'll just pay a $20 styling fee for each box, which gets credited towards pieces you keep, and there's no hidden fees ever. Stitch Fix has styles and clothing to fit any occasion for women, men, and kids. They ship all over the US and available in the UK. You can get started with Stitch Fix today at stitchfix.com/Gabbie and get 25% off when you keep everything in your fix. That's stitchfix.com/Gabbie for 25% when you keep everything in your fix. That's stitchfix.com/Gabbie. You guys know I've been playing Best Fiends forever. They never run out of levels because they keep on adding levels. It's so addicting. It's so much fun. You can play it offline, which is also awesome. This is my for real go-to airplane activity because like it does keep you busy. It's the perfect level to me of a little bit like stimulation for your brain while also being mindless. It's both of those things at the same time. With Best Fiends, there's something new today and tomorrow and every day after that. That's why I've been playing for years. Literally thousands of levels to play and counting, plus tons of cute characters to collect. So if you get tired of solving puzzles, good news. With Best Fiends, the fun never ends. Don't blame me if you become slightly obsessed. Download Best Fiends for free today on the Apple App Store or Google Play. That's friends without the R. Best Fiends. You know what I like about you a lot is you see kind of like you're not bitter. That's how I'll say it. It's like Machine Gun Kelly being a rock artist. I was curious how you like felt about that, and the way you said it was, it's so great that he's bringing back the genre. That's good for me. Right. I'm a rock artist. Thank you, Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah, no, for real.
But there's so many people who treat it as like, fuck Machine Gun Kelly, which I can understand the frustration, of course.
Yeah, I get the frustration to an extent, but it's like, I don't know, like if someone comes into something that I've been doing for a long time and they like revive it and make it cool again, I don't care if I even like it. You know what I mean? Like, good for the scene, you know, like it's bringing something back that like
you're competing with yourself too.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you don't care about, you're not competing with Machine Gun Kelly.
I'm not competing with anybody. So I think it's a really cool thing, and I hope he continues to do that and like bring even more. Well, I mean, he's already doing it. There are already so many like SoundCloud type rappers and stuff that are already starting to add like rock elements to their shit. Like Mod Sun, like his new record's a rock record.
Well, I think he did a lot of that kind of, not in collaboration with Machine Gun Kelly, but they're so close. Machine Gun Kelly directed his music video and shit.
Right. So I think it's all cool. I see it as a huge positive for everybody.
You know what's really cool is Mod Sun put Machine Gun Kelly on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Somebody correct me in the comments if I'm wrong about this story. But when Mod Sun was popping a while ago, Machine Gun Kelly, I believe, opened his tour or something. And then Machine Gun Kelly kind of went off and did his own thing. Yeah. And now he's in a different genre and he's like, hey, Mod Sun, like, let's go.
It's cool. I think it's really cool. I actually toured with Mod Sun when he was in an old band. I think it was called 4 Letter Lie. This was like literally my first or second tour ever. And he was just like this stoner dude that was like a hippie and stuff.
He was a hippie rapper.
Yeah, he was so cool. Like, he was such a nice guy. But yeah, it's so crazy to see like he's still doing music and shit.
Yeah,
and, like, but totally different. It's insane how much has changed since then.
I'd actually love to. I did a couple sessions, or maybe one session with him. We made like a couple demos. It just wasn't a good fit. Oh, this isn't the type of music I'm going to put out.
Right.
I'm really interested to work with him now that he's doing rock stuff, because that's what I want to do. Yeah. And I love him.
Do you know if he produces like other people? Is that like something?
He's a producer. Oh, okay. Not, I wouldn't say primarily, because he's definitely out there as an artist, but he produces for other people a lot.
Gotcha.
So I had a session with him, and it just wasn't my style at the time, but he's like such a positive. He's just really positive to have in the room. Yeah, he just seems
very warm, you know?
Yeah, he's a really nice guy.
He's got a vibe that you can just almost instantly like pick up on. Yeah. I don't even really know the guy. So.
He like makes you like feel like a rock star. Like I was absolutely, I mean, still not much in music, and he just made me feel like I was like a rock star.
That's cool. That's good to hear.
I'd love to talk to him. Let me see if I get his attention. Hey, Mod Sun, come on the show.
So are you for sure, like, you want to go kind of more of the rock route with your stuff?
I've always wanted to. I said from my very first songwriting session, I said, I want to bring back punk rock. Like, I'm talking 2017. I said, I literally still only listen to My Chemical Romance, Panic at the Disco, 30 Seconds to Mars. I listen to my favorite songs because I haven't found anything that makes me feel that way.
Right.
And of course there's like songs here and there that I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah. But I always wanted to be Panic at the Disco.
Yeah, that's cool.
But I've only ever been put with pop producers. So I keep wiggling this in a very aggressive way. So I'm really sorry. Have you noticed it in your face wiggling?
That's all good.
I'm so sorry. I'm going to try to stop touching it. That's ADHD. Just okay. Do you see me like flipping the little lid too? Sorry guys, I'm back.
I think your fans will dig it though. I think you've got that kind of voice. Like, you've already got that like grit and stuff. So I think there's a lot to be experimented with for sure.
You know what I discovered? I told you this already, actually. The thing about this has always been my voice. Like, if you listen to my old stuff, you could tell that's what I was trying to do. And then after I got I was a meme because a bad scream I did, pretty much.
I haven't seen that.
Oh my god. It means it's gonna happen sometime. You're gonna look it up. Don't look it up, please. Look it up after you leave.
Yeah. First thing once you drop me off.
Yeah, totally. Hey, when we get a platinum record together, then we can watch it.
Cool. Maybe we can sample it too. Just put it.
No. Absolutely not.
We'll see.
But yeah, I did a bad scream. And then that went viral, and then my vocal completely changed.
Did you try to ask them to like, hey, like, please don't post that? Or
no, it was basically like, it was a Genius interview.
Oh, okay.
And the reason I tried to hit the note in that scream way is because the comments on the music video were already like, that's not real. Yeah. That's fake.
So
that's autotune. So I was like, well, if I go into this Genius interview, I'm like, what if I'm the monster? It would be like, oh, she can't do it.
God, I could never do one of those things. That sounds horrifying.
I can't wait to go back on Genius, bitch.
Yeah. Just blow everyone's mind.
Yeah, but that awesome monster got a lot of streams from that. So like, whatever.
Yeah.
So I did the bad scream note, and then I asked them like 5 different times. I was like, are you sure that's not peaking the mic? Is it okay? And they're like, it's okay. So then they posted it, and in post, they switched it right. I was like, what if I'm the monster? Right on the regular mic that we were recording on. And then when it did the scream, they cut it to the camera audio.
What?
Yeah, because this had peaked. So then they
were trying to salvage it, basically.
They did, but it made it so much worse. Like, honestly, I wish they would have just been like, we're just not going to use this interview at all.
Yeah.
But it went crazy viral on fucking TikTok.
Of course.
Of course. I think that's what made TikTok, deadass.
You made TikTok.
It was like the first viral meme out of TikTok, I feel like.
Damn, that's crazy. What an honor.
I was a part of the most disliked YouTube video of all time for a few years.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of iconic to suck this hard.
Definitely not.
I can't wait to bring you with me into that type of infamy. Are you excited?
Whatever. I don't give a shit.
Anyways, back to you.
Yeah.
Tell me what you think this next week is going to look like.
I have no fucking clue. Like I said, like I've honestly barely worked with any female artists in general. Not by choice. It's just, I don't know. It's mainly just like lame metalcore dudes that just want to come and just
stupid
drink beers. And
well, your genre just isn't very.
Well, yeah. People still. I primarily get people in the metalcore world that want to work with me. That's slowly changing, which is cool. Like I actually have been working with like a pop chick that's super, super talented and stuff. So I'm slowly bridging out to different things.
Yeah.
Kind of getting more into like the pop world, which is where I want to be. I think I just have more fun with it. It's more dynamic. There's more.
So are you sad that I want to do rock
No,
stuff?
no. Because I think there's still like a lot to do. I think there's a lot we could do to make it fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because a lot of the references I sent you, like Creeper is. There's something very pop about it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Even Trouble, the one that we're kind of in the middle of working on right now, that song to me has a lot of pop elements. Like they're very pop punk songs. Mm-hmm. I love the fusion of it. I think I primarily just love a really powerful, shouty vocal and just a lot of sick instrumentation.
Right.
Which is, to me, rock.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I think there's, like I said before, like with your voice, I think there's just so much to be experimented with. Because
can we scream?
Yeah, if you want.
But like I can't do it the right way. But apparently neither can you.
It doesn't matter. Just make loud noises, and sometimes it sounds good, sometimes it doesn't. But I think it will be cool for you though, because I think especially just having like a full band sound behind you, I think will be cool. Yeah. Yeah.
I love your mix of when you do like your ad libs every once in a while when you throw in a little screamy one.
Yeah.
I need to do that.
That's something I kind of took away from like rap, you know, because that's something that I think is so cool. It kind of takes you out of the moment for like a little bit. Kind of makes it just feel like you're hanging out at the studio with the people, and like, you know, it's almost like commentary a little bit too. You know what I mean? So I hadn't seen really too many people do that in like our scene. So I was like, you know what, like I think it sounds cool. So I started trying to add stuff like that, and even like things at the end of songs to kind of like just remind you, like, this is just a song. I don't really mean everything. You know, like, some of it's just me, like, fucking around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Try to keep things lighthearted, almost like break the fourth wall type stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think I'd love to see more of that in other people in general, too. I think that's something that could really be fun to explore, even for your shit.
I think so, too. I think we're going to have such a good collaboration. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to be like nervous or not.
You think?
Yeah,
Do you
I
get
don't
nervous
know.
singing around people?
No, not so much singing. I definitely have been working with one person vocally for a long time. So I think that I was in a bit of a comfort zone where I'm like, oh, okay. Because sometimes I'll try shit that I don't know if it's going to work.
Right.
So you just have to be really comfortable with someone, which I don't think that's really going to be an issue with us.
Right.
Because you just don't seem like a very judgmental person. No. And yeah, I think that you...
Only in private.
in your thoughts.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, I just think that you generally look at me as a talented person. So if I was to do something embarrassing, then you know that that's not a representation of
of course.
me.
That's another reason why I think it's really important for singers and stuff to learn how to record themselves, you know, because I attribute pretty much everything, like I've, you know, done any of my success to that, you know, just being able to like have tons of trial and error, you know what I mean? Like, and not have to worry about being embarrassed, because I can't sing in front of people in the studio.
Really?
I have to make my wife leave the house when I do vocals. I'm that like, but I can get up and play a show in front of thousands of people.
If I was screaming, I couldn't do it in front of.
It's It's.
But we're also talking about the early stages where if you're writing it, you don't know what's coming out yet.
Yeah, it could be horrible. I don't want her sitting in the living room. Like, what the fuck did I get myself into?
I'd have a hard time doing some type of scream singing in front of.
But even singing
like
though, I just can't do it in front of.
Do you? I mean, you have a really great voice.
Thanks. Still, I don't know. There's just something awkward about it.
Would you ever like serenade your wife?
No, I could never in a million years imagine doing that. Isn't that bizarre? Kind of fucked up.
No, it's kind of awkward. Like I can't imagine me singing to Peyton.
Yeah,
that'd be fucking weird.
People that do that, you got a different fucking thing going on in your brain that.
Dude, I've had multiple people, like men in my life, stare me dead in the face while like singing me a song they wrote.
Seriously,
it's really uncomfortable.
Yeah, I've always hated those scenes, like in movies and TV shows. It's like, how could anyone find this endearing?
I had a kid sing me Emily by From First to Last.
Oh my God. That
it
sounds like
honestly,
a nightmare.
low key, I was like, oh God, that was probably junior high or early high school. And I was like, oh my God. I was in it for a second. But I don't remember if I kept the eye contact, but it was fucking there.
That would be impossible. I couldn't do that.
Keeping the eye contact?
Yeah. I even feel awkward if I go to a show that's too small. You know what I mean? Like where it's just an artist and it's a crowd of like 15 people.
I feel awkward when people sing me happy birthday.
Yeah, same. I hate being sang happy
Songs
birthday.
too long.
Yeah.
It's so long.
It's the worst.
The whole room is staring at you.
Yeah. Who wants that?
Why does everyone
That's
do
psychotic.
it slow?
Yeah. I hate
the song should just be like happy birthday to you. It's always happy birthday.
Literally like 80 beats per minute.
Liquid IV. Oh my God. Speaking of, let me get some hydration right now. As somebody with chronic migraines, this has been something very helpful to me because I go through spouts of like, I will drink 2 of these big bottles of water a day to drinking no water for 2 days straight. So Liquid IV helps a lot because it multiplies your hydration. We're talking about the hydration multipliers, right? Just making sure. Because they also have energizers. Hey guys, are we talking about energy multipliers? Hey, you just got a free ad read for the energy multiplier too, guys, because guess what? It's all good. Make the most out of what you're putting in your body. Multiply your energy, multiply your hydration. What's this? Premium matcha and green energy blend. Tastes delicious. Provides a lasting energy boost throughout the day. It's the boost you'd get from 1 to 2 cups of coffee without the crash. Contains a mixture of matcha, guayusa, and ginger. Grab your energy Liquid IV in bulk nationwide at Costco or your hydration one if you have trouble staying hydrated. Or you can get 25% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code Gabbie at checkout. That's 25% off anything you order when you use promo code Gabbie at liquidiv.com. Start fueling your adventures today at liquidiv.com, promo code Gabbie. Now we're going to talk about apostrophe. Prescription acne treatment really works, but it is hard to get. You have to take time off work, go see a doctor, sit in line at the pharmacy, hope it works until apostrophe. Apostrophe makes it easy to see board-certified dermatologists online, and you get treated immediately, and your medications are delivered to your home. You just fill out Apostrophe's online questionnaire about your skin concerns and medical history and just snap a few selfies to your dermatologist, and they'll get back to you and with a customized treatment plan tailored just for you. They offer topical and and oral medications so you can treat your acne from the inside out and the outside in. If you're struggling with your skin and you are not able to see a dermatologist right now, or choose not to, or just want to try something else, get $15 off your first visit with a board certified dermatologist at apostrophe.com/Gabbie and use our code Gabbie. This code is only available for our listeners. So to get started, go to apostrophe.com/Gabbie and click begin visit, then use the code Gabbie at sign up and you'll get $15 off your dermatology visit. That's apostrophe.com/Gabbie and use that code Gabbie to get your dermatology visit for $15 off. And we thank Apostrophe for sponsoring the podcast. Because who starts singing happy birthday?
The worst person in the room every time.
I've never been the guy to start it.
Oh, no, I never would.
You knew who
That's
I was
cruel.
as a kid, though?
What?
Cha-cha-cha kid.
Oh, yeah.
I loved it.
Did you sing the harmonies too?
No, I did not know what a harmony was until last year.
That's the worst person in the room. Always.
The harmonies?
Yes.
No, the person who's the worst is the vibrato.
Oh, yeah.
The vibrato bitch and the happy
Trying to
birthday
show off
sing-along.
making your birthday about them.
You ever heard somebody do a run in happy birthday?
No, I would leave.
Have you?
I'd go home.
I don't think I have either, but it's got to be a sketch on some sketch comedy team in LA.
It has to be.
Yeah, for sure it is. It was for sure a Vine. It was probably my Vine. I probably wrote that joke in 2013. Actually, I probably stole it from Tumblr.
I don't like birthdays in general though either. Birthdays kind of suck. Anytime I get like happy birthday texts, I don't know why, it kind of makes me a little irritated. And I don't
felt
get
that
irritated
way till
very
this
easy.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's are you afraid of dying?
No.
Do you feel like you haven't reached the level of success that you want to?
I don't know. It depends on the week, I guess.
Those were definitely mine, where I was
Yeah.
so afraid of aging because I was like, fuck, I don't want to die. But then also more overwhelming was the feeling of every year I live is one more year that I'm likely to die.
Yeah.
Because like either you get, in an accident or like there's so many ways to die.
True.
So I'm like, fuck, I haven't done what I want to yet. I got to do this shit before I die.
Yeah.
But now I know that when I die, I get to hang out with aliens. So like,
There you go.
whatever.
Yeah, you're square now.
Who cares, man? When are you going to start your own projects again? Or what's the plot doing right now?
So we have a record done right now. Actually, it's been done since like September. But we decided we didn't want to put it out during the pandemic just because like I feel like every record I've seen come out, at least my friends' bands, every record that comes out, it's like people talk about it for a week and then it's just gone. Like,
Yeah.
I just don't want that. I think
Yeah.
we're very much like the live aspect of our band is a huge part of it, and like at least not getting to play those songs for a long time. We don't want it to die off before we even get a chance to get into it. You know what I
Totally.
mean? And I think a lot of bands are starting to do that too, because even some of my close friends, like big bands, like bands that normally do really well, it's like they're just so bummed, like wish they wouldn't have done it. So we just don't want to make that mistake.
Yeah.
So it's going to be like 4 years since our...
4?
Yeah, how crazy is that?
Since you put out a project?
I mean, we've always kind of spaced our records out like really far in between,
Yeah.
but like this is by far the longest.
You're still so prevalent in the scene though.
We'll see by the time we put the record out, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean like even just now coming up on 4 years, I feel like people like just really know and respect you guys. You just have that type of reputation. I think you're going to be 100% fine.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's a cool record too. I'm really stoked on it. It like kind of touches on previous records like sound wise, and also it's just like a good culmination of kind of everything that we've done, but with like a new flair. But it's just going to be weird getting back into touring in general. We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
It's like, what's it going to look like now? Like so many of these awesome small venues are closing. Like Peyton was saying, like, what was it, like 2?
Mr. Smalls and Altar Bar. I don't know if he knows they're closed. He just said, I wonder if they made it.
Well, regardless, I know of tons that have closed, and I'm sure like
Totally.
a lot of those won't come back. So I feel like the local, not local, but like the smaller band scene is going to look a lot different touring wise,
Yeah.
which is okay. It could be a positive in the sense of like tours. It'll make it so it's more of a rarity to see a tour. You know what I mean? Because right now, especially in our scene, it's like, if you don't catch a band that month, they'll probably be back in like 2 or 3 months. You know what I mean? So the scene kind of lost like that element of, things being special, like going to a show. Cause it's happening all the time.
Yeah.
So I would personally like to see it where it's like, you put out a record and then you do like one really big headliner and then maybe like a big support tour or something. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I feel like it'll just make the value of shows kind of come back a bit,
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting. I mean, I hope the best for all of these small venues, but I mean, we still got who knows how long, of venues being shut down and stuff. So it's like, yeah.
My manager was talking about the absolute earliest that we would even consider looking at, like, okay, like Gabbie needs to tour music is mid 2022.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. And if like major artists still aren't booking their tours, like,
yeah.
But they're also not playing like the small venues.
True.
So.
Yeah, I saw like there's already a band, Dance Gavin Dance, actually. They just announced a tour for September, and I was just like, damn, really? Like, that's some confidence.
Yeah,
like,
that's confidence, because you have to put money in, right?
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea, like, as far as their situation, but...
They're all different, yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, we've been told, like, December of this year, and even then, we were just like, okay, like... I don't think we should announce anything, though. That doesn't really make any sense. Like, I feel like we should play it by ear before doing it.
Doesn't that feel so crazy that when they first announced everything, we were like, oh my God, 2 weeks?
I was kind of
And then
stoked.
It was 3 months, low
At first,
key.
yeah.
But then like the idea of like 3 months we're not leaving our house. And then when it became a year, it was like, holy shit, it's almost a year that we've been doing this. And then we're talking about December. It's a year away. And we're like, that's a little early. Don't you think?
Isn't that fucked? That's so weird. Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like even coming back that soon, no matter what, it feels wrong for some reason. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why that is, but.
Well, because I think that even if everything got better next month, the idea of getting into a room with a bunch of people this close.
Yeah, now it just feels wrong to
it
be
feels
around.
weird. Yeah, it's going to take a long time
to become normal again.
Yeah, and for people to feel comfortable, even like now that there's a vaccine stuff, like it's not going to go back to full capacity anytime soon.
No.
So what, you're going to play a show with half capacity right off the bat?
That's another thing too. Like, think about the heavy music scene. People love to mosh and stuff, like stage dives
There's
and
just 10
things like
people.
that. Yeah, like, well, no, not even that. I feel like it could be years before that's a thing ever again, and it may never that may just be a thing of the past now. How sad?
Yeah,
is
like
that
Warped Tour is Warped Tour coming back?
Yeah.
Are any music festivals coming back anytime soon?
I have no idea. I mean,
what the fuck is Coachella gonna look like?
Those things were already dwindling as it was. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, things are going to be way different. I think things are going to revolve more around like online content, which every singer now is a Twitch dude now, and like everyone's turning to YouTube. People are putting out more videos and stuff like that, which is cool. Like, I'm cool with that, but
it's unfortunate for me that this is all happening right as I'm like ready to jump out of social media and into the music scene.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, bitch, you better hop right back in.
Back on YouTube.
You're never escaping this.
You would do a tour though?
Yeah. You know what's so fun is I never was excited to tour because I couldn't imagine a show. I think I actually got high and vlogged about this last night. Yes, I totally did.
Yeah.
Fun. And now that I'm excited about like what the performance would look like and what the stage would look like, what I'm wearing, like I can see everything now because it's actually authentically me now. It's music that I'm so excited about. When I was doing like super pop music, I recognized it as this is a pretty good song. Like I like this. I know it's objective is hard to say with music, but it's like objectively a good song, whether you like it or not. It has a good structure. The vocal is good. Like it's whatever. But I never wanted to like dance to it. I never wanted to like envision like what am I wearing on stage? What's the set? Like, are there videos, whatever? And now I'm like, oh, this is exactly what it looks like.
Right.
So now I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, if it ever happens, we'll see.
Yeah. But I like the idea of just doing like live performances and concerts digitally too, because that's almost like less pressure because I lose my voice so much on the road. I don't think that'll ever not happen.
Have you? And you've never toured like with music before, right?
No, literally just traveling. I lose my voice.
Yeah.
Every single time. The fucking mics, dude. So bad. I get so sick when I travel. My throat swells. I'm just too sensitive.
Yeah, I mean, were you touring like in close quarters, like vans and stuff like that? Or?
It was a tour bus.
Yeah, I mean,
or my book tour, I was flying. But
I feel like that's why I like rarely get sick anymore, is because my band, like for the first 5 years, we had this old like 2005 beater van, and we would just like, we'd get sick, and then everyone would get sick. Like people would pee in bottles, and everyone's farting, and like
disgusting.
The most disgusting. Like I've been exposed to every cell you can imagine riding in that thing. So my body is just impenetrable at this point. So.
Wait, when you say van, you mean like
a 15-passenger van? Yeah.
Damn.
That had no AC. We rode in that thing with no AC all across the U.S. for like 5 years. We puked in it.
Wow.
It was gross. Yeah.
I feel like at some point, like you could have upgraded, right?
Probably, but at one point we were like, I kind of like, I think I like this now.
Yeah.
And we'd smoke cigarettes in it. We'd smoke, weed.
There's nothing to worry about.
We'd by the end of a tour, there'd be like crumbs like from potato chips and just like wrapper. It was literally the most putrid thing. People would like come and take pictures of it and stuff.
How did you sleep on it?
Just did.
Like there's no
we'd each take a bench. At one point,
like a row.
Yeah, at one point we built bunk beds in the back of it.
Oh, awesome.
At one point we even made it limousine style. So we had two benches like this, like facing each other, like yeah, and then one like on the side.
When was that?
We just played poker and like dice games and stuff.
When did you stop getting in that van?
This was like 6 years ago that we stopped.
Wow.
I was so sad when we had to say goodbye to it.
Where is it?
It's just, I don't know, in a ditch somewhere.
Did you sell it?
No, I think we scrapped it for like $500 or something like that. Yeah.
It would have been such a fun monument.
It would
but
have
where
been.
would you put it?
I don't know. I don't want that anywhere near me. But those were good years. I kind of miss the rough time. You know what I mean? Like even not having air conditioning, that was like, it kind of turned fun. We would even play this game where we'd close all the windows and turn the heat up in like Arizona and just see how long we could go. I loved that. That was so much fun.
Wow, what drugs were you doing?
A lot of weed, yeah. Drinking like crazy. We were insane. I can't believe we did that for that long.
Yeah, I don't understand how anybody could drink like on tour. Whenever I see like the rock star lifestyle that they portray in movies, I'm like, how?
See, we were like kind of living like rock stars as far as like partying like them, but I mean, we were playing the grossest, nastiest venues, in literally probably one of the worst living conditions you can possibly live in.
Did you have like a song that really blew you guys up?
Kind of like our first record had 2 songs that kids really liked, and then the second record kind of tanked.
Say kids really liked?
Yeah, kids. I don't know why in our scene you call them kids. It doesn't make any our fans.
What the fuck?
Well, I mean, we were kids back then. You know what I
mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, the kids really like this one, Bob. What were they?
It was called like Miscarriage, and then the other one was The Father Seed.
Is it about a miscarriage?
Yeah, it's like that whole record was just about like a fictional story tied in with things from my life. It was just it was a bunch of things.
That's so interesting. I feel like that genre does so much. Like in Dance Gavin Dance, when I don't know his name, sorry, but the screamer guy. What's his name?
I think it's John. I should know.
He says the most random shit.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah, we read their lyrics one night. We all got really high in our van. We were reading them. We're like, this is like so crazy, but kind of sick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Most people aren't listening to what the scream is saying. They're just listening to the sound.
It's so much fun to go through their lyrics. It's like
Peyton cracks up.
Yeah, it's amazing. And then the singing parts, even some of the singing lyrics are kind of funny too if you pay attention. Yeah, they're such a wild band. His
voice reminds me of who's the lead singer of both? I think it's Seosin and Circus Survive.
Cove, and Cove he was the singer of Seosin. He's now in new bands. Anthony Green, yeah.
He's the guy who also did Circus Survive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's actually back in Seosin too now.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. I feel like his voice reminds me a lot of his.
Yeah, they're very similar, dude. Both of those guys can sing like nobody's business.
Yeah.
We're touring with Tillian. I toured with him solo and with his band. It was like that was all in like 2018, 2019. Dude, that guy doesn't know how to miss a note. It's like mind blowing. Just every single night.
Can't relate.
Perfect. No, me neither. I felt like shit on that course. Like, God, you were way up here.
Do you ever have days where you just can't sing at all, but mentally, like it's not your throat, you're just like, why can't I do that? today.
Yeah, more in the studio rather than live. Live,
Yeah.
I kind of have to get in. I have to force myself to get in a good headspace. But like if I'm at home and I feel kind of just shitty that day about how I sound, I'll try it tomorrow.
Yeah.
This. Like,
You know what's humbling?
what?
Did you ever sing something out in the room and be like, wow, I sound fucking sicko mode right now?
Yeah.
And then you sing it in the mic and you're like, something's wrong with like
Like
something.
the mic? What is
It's like something's
This thing's
wrong.
broken.
It's like, no, that's. And I said something to my producer once. I was like, why can I always sing it out in the room, and then when I sing it on the mic, like I feel like I can't sing it? And she was like, it sounds the same both. Like I just can't hear it as well.
It is weird. It's totally different hearing yourself like that up close. You know what I mean? Like with
Yeah.
compression and EQ. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
like you're literally singing to yourself this close. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
I love singing with like reverb on though.
Same. Yeah, it's fun.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's like
It
magic.
makes you feel so pretty. It really does. I feel like an angel.
It does. It takes anything from a 2 to a 10.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird how much like microphones and like shit matters when recording.
Yeah. I went from like a $300 mic that I used for like 10 years to it was like a $4,000 mic recently. And I was just like, damn, I can't believe like
Yeah.
this amount of clarity that I was missing out on. Yeah. It's nuts how much it matters. Even these mics, honestly, these are great. Like,
Oh, great.
Yeah.
This is my production studio
yeah,
right here.
These are great for screaming, actually.
Really? Why? Because they have so much foam on them?
Yeah, probably something like that.
When I was picking you up, I screamed in the car because I was listening to old My Chemical Romance, and I just can't help but do it when he does it because he does it so random. And I was like, "Fuck! Did I just like blow out my voice on the way to pick somebody up, or we're gonna like write for a week and try to record for a week
That
straight?
was so funny, honestly.
Just doing what?
Sometimes it can work in your favor, though. I've done certain songs in my discography, like where almost on purpose, like I was sick or like my voice was kind of fucked up. Sometimes I'll track singing stuff after doing like a long day of like tracking screaming stuff, just because my voice sounds like all fucked up. So sometimes you
Yeah.
can actually use it in your favor.
That's
Yeah.
why I started singing in E flat minor. Like when I dropped my key, I would usually do like a C sharp major, and then I just like changed it completely because one day I was recording and my voice was like completely gone.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I guess this is where we are now.
Yeah.
So now I'm getting stressed that sometimes I'll write so low that when my voice is healthy, I can't really do it.
It happens. Those things happen for sure.
Yeah. But when I go on tour, like my voice is probably going to be gone. So I might as well write low.
It'll just take time. You know, it's just a trial and error thing.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how like embarrassing it is though to play a show with your voice completely burnt out. And I've literally played shows where, I mean, I couldn't even talk. I was just like saying, like whispering shit basically into the mic. It was humiliating. Absolutely
Do you
humiliating.
feel like people can tell though that you're hurt?
Some of them, yes, for sure.
Yeah.
I remember like after this one particular show, it was like some shitty venue in Texas where people could still smoke indoors, like cigarettes. And I was just like, that
What the
mixed
fuck
with
year
being
was
sick.
that?
This was 2015 probably.
Really? That recent?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that venue is still a thing too. It's like one of
That
the
you can
only.
smoke in?
Yeah. At the time, I loved it because I smoked cigarettes. I was smoking cigarettes on stage while
Word. Okay.
performing. I just spit everywhere. But yeah, I remember I completely lost my voice that show, and I could just see people in the front row like looking at me like,
Yeah.
dude, I feel so bad.
Because you have to like scream.
Yeah, so I just
Yeah.
tried to go harder, just moving around. It
Yeah.
was a night. I hope you never have to experience that.
It's fucking same.
And when you're a band as small as we were, especially back then, it was like we didn't have the option to just say, you know, we got to cancel. It was like,
Yeah,
if we don't
you
play
gotta
this
do
show,
it.
we might not be able to pay for gas and
Yeah.
to like get a hotel or.
When people would come see you, was it mostly people who were already fans, or was it people who were just like, oh, bar tonight, who's there?
It depends. Like that show, that was probably more people just hanging out at the bars, but. Yeah, like, I mean, we used to do tons and tons of support tours, like sometimes like 5 to 6 support tours a year. So we'd be like,
What's a support tour?
basically we'd be like the second band out of like 5. They'd package like 5 bands together.
So you're
Play,
like not is it?
I mean, yeah, we
an
open
opener?
a ton. Yeah.
But is that not considered like an opener, or is that only when there's like one person?
So I mean, an opener is like, I mean, if let's say like there's 3 bands on a bill, the direct support is the one right under the main act, and then the opener is the opener, obviously. But yeah, we were always like kind of a two out of a tour of like 5 bands. We were always like 2 to 3, you know.
Yeah.
So a lot of the times we were playing to other people's fans, which was cool. But for like 5 years, it was just doing tours like that where we were just trying to win over people that had never heard of us. You know?
Yeah,
So it was
so
a
interesting.
real grind. And it's kind of, it's still kind of that way, you know, for the most part in that scene.
I think for most artists, unless they're like
yeah.
blow up.
Yeah, get like a huge break. But
Yeah.
that is one thing I definitely can kind of pride myself on is, you know, we really did like, we grinded hard, you know.
Yeah, totally.
Awful living conditions, like just from absolutely nothing to kind of something. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I think as a musician, as long as you're getting like paid to do music, it's
Yeah.
like, well, this is cool. It's either I do this or I do something else and don't do the thing I like.
Yeah.
So like,
It definitely
yeah.
doing it that way makes you appreciate it more for sure. You know what I mean? Like you don't really feel entitled to anything. You know, it's very humbling and honestly kind of breaks your ego down pretty hard.
Yeah.
I remember like, I mean, my friends thought I was doing something so cool by getting to travel across the country and stuff. And it was like, dude, every time I come home, I feel more broken and more just like my ego dies a little bit more, you know, because of this. Cause like my band for a long time, you know, we weren't getting any bigger. It was just like kind of playing the same venues, the same tours over and over. It was like,
Yeah.
don't think this is cool. Like I'm broke. This is, there's nothing cool about this. Like,
Yeah.
But I mean, luckily it kind of started to grow at one point. So.
I always had this thing in my head, especially the last like couple years, where it's hard, right, to know the difference between you only fail when you quit and, you know, as long as you just keep putting out content and getting better, whatever. But at some point, you do have to kind of be realistic and say, all right, maybe I should stop.
For sure.
this.
I had like a million of those moments.
Yeah, I've had those too.
I almost quit 1,000 times. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But I don't know. It's crazy. I feel like a lot of people, I don't know why, but a lot of people think that people like even YouTubers and, you know, like artists and stuff, you know, a lot of them do have egos, but a lot of them are like severely broken people that don't have egos. If anything, they've been beaten down by people, you know, audiences
Yeah.
and stuff to where like you'd be surprised how many people I've met on the road that are like people would probably think they're super egotistical and they're actually like the most broken, fucked up people. And
You
like,
can be broken and have a big ego.
yeah, you can, of
or
course,
just have
they
ego
can,
in
they
general.
can coexist, but
Yeah.
yeah, and especially in the realm that I came up in, it was just like I never thought I was cool. You know what I mean? Like I felt like the biggest loser, but I stuck with it because I loved music and stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, well, you're doing really great now.
Yeah, I mean, it's going good. I feel very blessed. Like I never thought I'd be able to, you know, be 12 years deep into it and still doing it for a living, you know. Well, I
Yeah.
never thought I'd make a living, period. I thought I'd eventually just have to like go to the studio, you know, do the studio stuff full time. So I'm glad something came from.
Is that what
came of
you
it.
would have, your career choice if you weren't making as an artist? would
Yeah,
be
I
to
mean,
produce?
and like I still do that anyways, but yeah, I think that's definitely what I would have fell back on. So
If you weren't in music, people ask me this all the time,
Yeah.
and I've never asked somebody before, what would you be doing?
I feel like I'd probably do something with food because I love to cook at home and stuff like that.
You just cook breakfast.
Yeah, I'd start a bed and breakfast. I'd cook.
You'd
only
crush that.
Yeah, that'd be.
I don't
sick.
even know yet, just from what you told me.
It's great. You're gonna love it. But yeah, probably something with food. That's really the only other thing I enjoy.
It's so funny that some people don't even consider the idea of like I guess like 9 to 5 type career. It's like, no, I wouldn't be working a job. I would still be like creative.
I know
in some
no
way.
matter what I would have gotten into in life, it wouldn't have required a college degree or required me to come in at any given time and work till any, you know what I mean? Like
Totally.
I can't have a boss. I have to work for myself. So
Yeah.
I'm glad it worked out that way.
I always thought growing up that everybody felt that way. Like, of
Yeah.
course, everybody wants to be the boss. Everybody wants to, you know, be an entrepreneur and do their own thing. A lot of people don't like that
No.
at all.
I think I would fall into a really dark depression. You know what I mean? In general, I don't like people telling me what to do in any aspect of my life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's almost problematic, but
I never really did well with jobs.
Yeah, I had one job before. I worked at Dairy Queen, actually, flipping burgers and stuff. And I think
I always forget they have food.
yeah, it was good. Their food was good, actually, too. I worked there for like 2.5, maybe 3 years. And it just broke me every day going into work.
Really?
Just like,
How old were you?
It was from like 15 to 18.
Oh my God, he's talking like his teenage
Yeah.
job. It broke me.
I hated working more than anything, but that motivated me. It was like, this is what I could be doing for the rest of my life. I need to do anything and everything to make sure this is not my destiny.
When did you start doing music?
Right. I mean, I started at like 15, like
playing
local
guitar
bands.
and stuff?
Yeah, right when I turned 18, that's when I got in that band that started touring and stuff like that. So
That was that Plot, or that was a different one?
it was a different one.
That was called what again?
Before Their Eyes. Don't check it out. Anybody, please don't check it out.
Stop!
It was like
Don't hate on them. They're still around.
It was like no. We're still friends and stuff. Their music's better now that I'm not in it. But that was like me, like that was my first project. I was just writing bullshit. So, but yeah, it was like Christian emo hard. I don't even know. It was a mess of music.
So Reliant K.
A little bit, yeah. You could throw a little bit of that in there.
Evanescence was Christian too.
Yeah, they're kind of, yeah.
No, I think she straight up was.
We were
or
about,
maybe Flyleaf. I might be thinking of.
Yeah, I think so. We were about as Christian as them. Yeah.
What an idea to just be like, I'm a Christian band, but not really.
That was like a trend for a long time. I don't know why that was.
Marketing, probably.
Yeah, probably. Every band was a Christian band at one point.
Maybe it was just like, hey, we're the band that you don't have to be scared to buy your kids. We're Christian rock.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe.
Yeah. Does Christian rock just basically, at its core, just mean we don't swear, we don't talk about sex, we don't talk about drugs?
Yeah. I mean, any of the like modern, which there are very few, like metalcore bands that are Christian, it's more just like, I guess, like about politics and like, like they don't cuss and it's like clean, it's safe for the kids to, like you said, safe for the kids to go to.
Yeah.
And maybe they'll throw in something that could be hinted at religion or something, you know what I mean? But for the most part, they also don't want to offend their non-believer crowd too, so they kind of keep it this weird.
You know what's interesting? I don't know if I should say this because I don't want to start beef with Reliant K, but they have a song that I was thinking of as an adult, because I was just thinking of them in terms of like a Christian band. You know their song Mood Rings?
Wasn't that about not having sex or something like that?
No, it was like just kind of sexist about like girls being too emotional.
Really?
Yeah, the whole song was like, let's get emotional girls to wear mood rings, so we'll be tipped off to when they're ticked off. And just basically the whole song is about like, first she's mad and then she's sad and then
I need to listen to this song. That's hilarious.
I haven't heard that in so long.
Let's get emotional girls to all wear mood rings.
I wonder how many monthly listeners they have now.
Should we look?
Yes, I would love to know that actually.
I am
Were you a
interested.
fan of them?
I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget which song
like,
I liked.
They were like that weird like anomaly. Like they were a Christian band, but they could still tour with non-Christian bands. It was kind of cool actually for them.
I forgot how many good songs they had. Do you remember Be My Escape? I'm begging you. That was good.
That was like, that was another not Christian song, right? That was like, or was that about God?
They have 1 million monthlies.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, that's actually pretty impressive.
They're all my
Sadie
sister.
Hawkins in my khaki pants. Right?
Yeah. Do you remember the Pink Spiders?
No. Was that a Christian band?
No, sometimes like the bands that were super popular within your high school because you're like, this band is so cool, and then everybody listens to them, and then I realized like they weren't popular at all, but to me they were superstars. Like the Pink Spiders were so famous, and if I ever met one, like they had this song that was like, hey hey little razor blade was the tag of it.
Is that like a self-harming type?
I don't know, but I have kind of an issue with like looking back at some of that shit just in a new lens of like these kind of grown-ass men singing to teenage girls about like razor blades and like touching yourself and shit.
Weird. Yeah,
it is weird.
My wife was actually listening to a bunch of like early 2000s songs that she liked growing up and stuff in the car the other day, and like it was like every other sentence I was like, what the fuck? Like, why is a grown man saying that? Like, that's so weird. But
it was so angsty. Do you remember, you'd remember the Spilt Canvas.
Yes,
probably.
I remember the name.
Yeah, like he had that one song that was about the person who was going to jump off the bridge. And then, do you remember what I'm talking about?
I don't think so. If I heard it.
The plot of the song is this person's going to jump off a bridge, and then this other person comes over and says, hey, don't jump. And then they go back and forth about like, are you crazy? You don't even know me. And the person's like, come live with me instead of killing yourself. And then they're like,
sounds like a movie plot. More
literally. And they're like, why? You don't know what I'm going through. Why would you ask me to come live with you? And they're like, because moments before you got here, like I was gonna jump too. And it's just like this grown man, like I ate it up. Oh, I loved it. Like just like grown men singing to little girls about like, let's not kill ourselves and date instead.
Oh my
no
God.
hate to the spill canvas.
Yeah.
All the spill stick canvas stands don't cover me. But yeah, some of the music was fucking weird.
It's just weird how like different times in like history, like certain things are just more acceptable to talk about than others. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's just so bizarre. Like, I mean, what are we going to look back on? Like what we've said in this era, you know, that maybe in 10.
Oh, totally.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I think about that shit all the time.
I just had a breakthrough on this podcast about like gender norms, which I always like mentally knew. Like, okay, yes, gender norms are bad, and this is what non-binary means and whatever. And then I had this full actual understanding of like, oh, holy shit, gender is actually fake. And when people would say that, I'd be like, yeah, I get it. Like you can be born whatever and then whatever. But it really is just completely made up. So when people are saying they're non-binary, what they're saying is like, I don't subscribe to the ideals of what society says a man should be or what society says a woman should be because I'm a man and I don't relate as a woman, but I do like having acrylic nails and I do like doing this and whatever. Yeah. So I'm non-binary because I'm neither, and I don't want to have to describe to you what I am just because I like this as a fashion choice. This is fashion. So I'm, or whatever. I don't know if I said that offensively.
No,
but I feel like all of the, like, I really do think that gender reveal parties in 10 years are going to be like.
Those have always just been cringy anyways. So I'm happy to see it go no matter what. But
I get like I get it.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, are we going to have a son or a daughter? Like, what's it going to be like? But then that is setting up kind of right off the bat. Oh, we have a son. Oh my God, I can't wait to play baseball with him. And he's going to, we're going to already just, you know, we're going to push like, you know, sports and daddy's little monster and like
that
pushing
was one thing
those things on.
That I really loved about my wife actually before we even got married. We kind of had that talk. Like, you know, if we had a son that wanted to play with Barbies. Oh, thank you. You know, would you be cool with that? You know, instantly, you know, attracted to more traditionally girly things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I would love that. I was like, me too. So yeah, I think I like seeing society move in that direction, you know what I mean? Where it's, you know, more acceptable for people to just be themselves in general. But
there's a lot of shit. Like I remember Daniel Tosh, the sound of all the rappers. I feel like I'm accidentally like pseudo canceling people. I don't mean to. So please don't think that this is me being like, all these imperfect people be canceled. It's just crazy to look back at now. I remember Daniel Tosh doing stand-up and he's talking about fucking a baby.
What?
And he's saying like, I think it was baby Jesus he might have been saying, but he's like, I want to fuck that baby.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and like imagine Daniel Tosh or anyone today being like, I want to fuck that baby.
That's insane.
Yeah,
I think
saying it right now, I get canceled.
I think I do remember hearing about that, like, because it resurfaced. Like,
oh, did it?
Yeah, I think so. I think I saw some YouTube thing or maybe a Twitter thing, but yeah, he got hard. He got some shit for that one for sure.
I wonder when people will come back. Like, we were talking about Aziz earlier. Do you think he's ever gonna just be back?
He already did one thing, but I haven't seen anything about him since. Another one was like Louis C.K. You know,
He's touring.
Yeah, yeah. It's like small clubs and stuff like that, but he'll never be able to do like SNL or anything like that again. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's fucking weird. It's sad. I really enjoyed him a lot. He was the one I think I was most heartbroken over, but
I'm not surprised. He's doing like a lot of Republican areas. I'm not surprised by that because to me it's always been very apparent that he's Republican through his jokes where he'll talk about like abortion or women or guns or whatever. It's clear he's Republican. I don't have a problem with people's political affiliation if they're like good people or whatever, but everything else was weird.
Yeah, yeah,
like it was weird.
Yeah,
Do you think he's happy?
I don't know. I hope so. I hope he's found some kind of happiness. You know, I hope he's like put himself on a better path in general. You know, sometimes shit like that has to happen for you to have a real reality check and ego check. You know, it blows my mind that Dave Chappelle is able to get away with as much shit as he gets away with. He says some crazy stuff. I mean, he's hilarious, and I think he'll forever be like that timeless comedian. But he's still like, he goes just as hard as like it was like 2008. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, which is crazy.
Did you see his stand up from probably about a year and a half, 2 years ago now?
Maybe was it the
It
one?
was the one on Netflix.
Was it the one where he talks about Michael Jackson?
I don't remember.
He says so many things.
He talks about cancel culture. I think he made Asian jokes.
Yeah.
And his wife is Asian, and he was like, people are calling me racist, and he was like, I married an Asian woman, and like whatever. And I just remember he was talking about cancel culture in it. He was like, you're all just like whiny.
Well, yeah, he was basically just saying like, you can't cancel me. Like I'm not going anywhere no matter what. So
isn't Eddie Murphy who had that one stand up, or oh my God, what, you know what I'm talking about? You're a comedy guy, aren't you? Are you a comedy guy?
I mean, I like comedy.
Oh, for some reason, I just always assume that people who are working in podcasts like are super into the comedy scene. I don't know why that was my perception. I completely made that up.
No, but I love comedies.
Hey, what are your career aspirations? What's up with you?
Yeah.
Is this what you want to be doing? Oh, did that sound condescending? Oh my God. No, I said it excited. No, that's not what I meant at all, but it definitely sounded like that. But if you're in your like dream career, that's fucking awesome.
No, I'm not dream career, but I'm definitely in my field, I guess. I used to engineer like music recording studios, and then.
So you're a sound engineer.
Yeah, and I mean, I've always like done producing for fun as well, like under an artist name, just like the SoundCloud stuff.
Music?
Yeah.
Do you sing on them?
No.
Does somebody?
I can't sing for shit.
Are they just like beats?
Yeah, or like, I'll take vocal samples and just like throw them on there, mess around.
Okay, DJ. Okay, Deadmauss.
Oh, God. Totally. No, but I mean, I'm happy where I'm at right now.
That's good.
Definitely not mad at all. Like,
That's a great place to be.
yeah.
Definitely not mad at all is really all that matters in life, to be honest.
Like I can wake up, I'm like, cool. Yeah. I'm stoked.
Yeah.
This is fine.
I'll live today.
Yeah, this is fine.
Dude, you're living in bonus round. That's awesome. Good for you, my guy.
Thanks.
Awesome.
Yeah. Anyways, back to you.
Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
I'm trying to think.
How tired are you right now?
I'm not too bad. I didn't sleep hardly last night because I'm like mixing some stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm all right. I slept a little bit on the plane. This kid was kicking the back of my chair the entire time.
That must have really bothered you. This is like the 4th or 5th time you've mentioned it.
I just kept turning around and looking at him, like hoping he would notice that I was glaring at him. But
Was he with mom or dad?
Dad. And Dad just didn't give a fuck.
You know, it's so funny. You put this headphone on left ear. That's a musician thing.
Is it?
Yeah, totally.
Oh.
I think
That's just always been my thing.
I've always been directed to put it on my left ear too. But like we always reverse it. I'm here, but like
I always do the side without the cable.
yeah, that's what you would think. Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, jet lag.
Yes.
Are you feeling it?
Not too bad. I thought it was going to be worse, but we'll see tonight.
Was it noisy in there? I heard it was getting really windy.
No, it wasn't that bad.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm stressed about you not being able to sleep tonight.
I just need to get some allergy medicine. That's the only thing.
You know what I was going to tell you to do? We have allergy pills, but I almost told you to start taking Allegra a couple weeks ago, and I was like,
I probably should have.
I should have said it then.
It's not too bad. It was just like I noticed I was like starting to sneeze a lot, like after being in there for like 20, 30 minutes.
But that room was just cleaned.
Yeah.
And you're already sneezing.
It's so weird. Some cats don't fuck me up, and then some just like wreck me.
And it just happens to be mine.
Like, I'm kind of in the middle with yours. Yeah.
Okay, well, I hope it doesn't get too bad.
No, I'm sure with the window open it'll be good.
Okay. Oh, is that why you opened? I got the notification on my phone.
Oh, is that what happened? Oh my God. That's funny you say that. Me and my wife just got a Subaru, and every time she starts the car, I get an email. So every time I'm like, oh, so where are you going?
I get an email every time a door or a window opens or closes.
That is fucking crazy.
Yeah, which it's usually helpful.
Yeah.
Because it's usually just me and Peyton, and like if I have an opening when nobody else is here, then I'm like, okay, what's going on?
Yeah.
And that's actually happened a couple of times. So like it's great that I have it. But I was like, oh fuck, is he hot in there? Was my thought.
Oh, that's good.
I really hate when people are uncomfortable.
No, I just had to get some fresh air in.
I'm trying to be very weary of not asking you too many times if you need a drink or a snack.
No, I'm all
because
good.
that's kind of my MO.
That's like my grandma. She was the exact same way.
It's my grandma too. That's why now when people are in my house, I'm like, are you comfortable? Do you need anything? Here's the remote. Here's the cabinet with the medicine. Here's but you'll get comfortable really quickly. Hopefully you're already comfortable.
I'm great. I'm doing good.
Perfect. So be looking out for some really great music from us. It's going to be really good.
I'm excited.
What if it's not?
What if it's just horrible? What if it's just the worst combination of two people coming together?
I think that we really took a leap of faith in just being like, oh, we've never really worked together, but like, let's just plan a whole week where we do nothing but that.
Yeah.
And like, hope it's good, I guess.
No, I have full confidence. I think we'll make some
I
cool
think so
shit.
too. Because we both work in the same way where it's just like, if it's not good, then we don't.
Yeah, we just move on to the next thing.
Yeah, it'll be fine. But I also never have a song that gets to a point where I'm like, oh, I don't like it. Like it would never have gotten that far if I didn't like it.
Right.
Because that's why I think I was saying like,
That's
I don't usually write or allow like, well, I've never tried to like write with something that was already pre-written, because if like I hear a sound that I like in the room, I'm like, I like that.
Right.
Or I don't love that. So then there's just no question. It's like,
that. Yeah,
I
I mean,
love
that's
this.
how I write in general too. Like if I don't just like love the initial idea, like the first thing, you know what I mean, then it's just gone and I move on to the next thing. So I think we'll take that approach. We'll be
That's why I never understood how people just write 60 songs and put out 16. Like you wrote a full song and you don't like it enough that you want to put it out.
Yeah, I've never gotten that either. Like I've the most I've ever gone into the studio with was like 15 songs, but like the ones I had to say goodbye to, I was like really like bummed about. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Like, I won't finish a song if I'm like this. I'm not connecting with this. Like, but I have a lot of friends that do. You know what I mean? Like they'll just keep writing it anyways. It's like, I don't know. I just can't do that.
Yeah, I can't
Pretty
really
much
either.
especially this new EP, every song that I started writing, like that ended up being on the record. You know what I mean? There were no like throwaway parts even. You know, it was just all that those ended up being how they were.
It's such a good EP.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Such a good product.
Both.
Go check out Frontal Lobe Submission by Landon. Apparently you say your last name Tewers.
Yeah,
which
you were black. You're like, why does this kid keep calling you Landon Tewers? I was like, that's my fucking name.
his name is spelled Tewers, like
Tewers.
Tewers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I always said Landon Tewers, which just sounds like tours with a weird accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, go check out his project. His bland.
My bland.
His band, The Plot in You, is also very good. And I guess that's it, right? All of your shit is linked down below. And I'm sure we'll do like some type of vlog or something too.
Oh yeah.
Hell
Thanks
yes.
for having me.
Thanks for being in my house for a week.
You're welcome.
Burnout with Gabbie Hanna.